Should we just start again then, so that I don't rant? Right.
All right.
Go on then. You ask your question.
What are we doing today?
Today, we need to finish this transit. Follow me. Walk this way.
Oh, do I have to?
What was the old one? If I could walk that way, I wouldn't need talcum powder. Right, we just need to finish this transit off this morning. Gas dropout vent needs putting in, so we need a new hole saw because the hole saw's blunt, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got less teeth than some of the people you see in Wakefield Town Centre. It's really gone is that, aren't it? Follow me because I'm putting kettle on. I'm freezing. I need a cuppa. We will do the Audi today because the gullwing is still in primer at K-Fast. At K-Fast?
K-Fast?
No, not K-Fast. I've got K-Fast on my mind, so that's where I'm going. Or we need to go. Yeah, it's up at Colab still in primer. And I know it's still in primer, don't shoot me. They are getting it 110%. I went up to see Ben and the lads on Tuesday. And yes, it's still in primer. They are really virtually ready to put the paint on, but they want to make sure everything is spot on. It's pointless putting the paint on if it's not right.
If it's not right, you're just masking it out.
Yeah, exactly. So they're doing it. I've been promised it will be next week that it will be painted. Fingers crossed. I'm more eager to get it done than you guys are. Thank you very much for the comments from last week in regards to the wheels. Tyre on one of them.
Tyre on.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the comments. I'm glad you like them as much as we do. We got about 9,500 views, didn't we, on that video?
Yeah.
Really good. We've only got 5,500 subscribers though, so that don't make sense, does it? So
I'm never good at maths, but even I know that's not right.
yeah, so please subscribe if you haven't already. What we'll do today then, we'll leave Colab, let them crack on with what they're doing. I'll turn that off because it's noisy background, isn't it? So we'll leave them on with that. We'll carry on with the Audi. What I want to do is I want to put the suspension on. The suspension we just took it up to a company called LSN in Castleford. LSN powder coating. We took these in on, when was it, last week?
Did you take them Thursday and we picked them up Friday? Because it was Bank Holiday Friday, wasn't it?
It was Bank Holiday Friday, yeah. Yeah, we took them in on Thursday. Thursday dinner time I took them in. And Friday morning, they phoned us up and said they're ready, which was astonishing. I didn't even think that. So yeah, thank you very much to LSN for doing.
The shot blasted them as well, didn't they?
Shot blasted them and powder coated them in gloss black. They did all of the lower, top and bottom front arms, suspension arms, rear axle. So they've done that. Well, they're going to do a lot more. They do powder coat chrome, don't they? Yeah. So we need somebody to do powder coat chrome, which is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic service. And I think all that lot were about 120 quid.
Yeah, one daft money.
One daft money. Really good. So thank you. Massive shout out to LSN. We don't get anything free from LSN or discounts. They just do it as a good price, to be honest. We like shouting companies out like this that help us. There's not many little companies nowadays that will actually help you out and do stuff and give you a good turnaround pretty quick like them. So it's always good to know. And like I say, LSN and Castleford, if you want to use them for powder coating, brilliant. We've got to go up to K-Fast. So we need a hole saw, we need a M6 tap, and we also need, where's all the nuts and bolts? Oh, I'm falling over them. These are all the nuts and bolts for the suspension. I took them off and put them in bags for a change.
Whoa.
No, just
did you label every bolt so you know where it went?
No. Oh. No, don't get ahead of yourself. I just put them in a bag.
At least you put them in a bag, yeah. Small steps.
That's one lot, that's another lot. I didn't even label which one's which. but we'll guess. So I've got to take this lot to K-Fast. K-Fast are a company they're a little company in Wakefield. They do nuts, bolts, fasteners, electrics, everything, tools, really brilliant company. And what I do, bit of a pain as I am, I just take in stuff like that and say, can you give me all brand new stuff, please?
Can you do that in new?
Yeah, and that's what they do. They're online, and again, another little small company that we used, and big shout out to them. So I might film it as we go up and see if they'll let us film them. Some people don't like being on camera.
I don't like being on camera.
Don't know why with your good looks.
Oh, thank you for that.
Sorry, I'm just holding my nose back. Need some nuts and bolts for the Audi and the Merc. So we've come to K-Fast. K-Fast in Wakefield, and we always come here. Really helpful. We usually see the girls behind the counter, and this is... Hey up, Carly, you alright?
Hey, alright.
Sorry about this. Are you okay in being filmed?
Of course. Yeah.
Right. So this is Carly.
Hi.
Works for K-Fast, and this lot, look at all the stuff that they do, as well as tools and everything like that. But what we do, we always come here, and we give them bags of stuff like this and say, can you actually make any sense of this lot? So I need, yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll put it like that, and then we can see what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Making a right mess of this. This is from the Audi, and what I need is all the nuts and bolts in here. Can we have new, please, if possible?
Are you wanting them in zinc or stainless?
Zinc, please, because for the suspension, I don't want to use stainless just in case, because it's a little bit weaker in it, stainless.
No problem.
Right,
Let's have
so
a look what we've got.
A right mixture in there. That's it, all the shopping's done for the suspension. So all that lot from K-Fast, 40 quid. Nuts, bolts, washers, hole saw, you name it. So,
Right, there's plates.
yeah. Which?
Well, it has one like that and like that, and then in between it there's a bush trapped,
Yep.
and then that bolts up like that.
Yep.
And it has that one, I think, were on front with 2 lumps on. The back one was the same, but it didn't have any lumps on it.
Yep.
And then
And
the
then
bottom
there's
ones,
another one
that goes up there like that.
that goes up on that, yeah,
And
for...
then that one goes up at the back.
That's right. And then some arms go on it.
So my arms go on, yeah.
Right, and before we do it, we best actually get in the tap and die
Yeah,
set
we're going to clean them holes
and
out.
clean everything off, yeah. Because the holes got paint in, so you're always best to do that. Let's say, get your tap and die set and just go through them. So Alex has done this side while I've been running around. He's now tackling the other side. Bottom arm, all my new fixings in, bushes, bolts, everything. So that's top arm, airbags in. Now we're going to tackle the hubs. And on the hubs, I'm going to put them on while Alex is doing this side. On the hubs, these are on the Audi 100. Probably won't know, but they are what they call an inboard brake. Give you an example, this is what they would look. So this is an engine, not the engine out of the car, but on the Audi 100, the brakes are actually there. And then your drive shaft comes off the brakes. So this is the engine that's going to be going in, which is a 1.8 20 valve turbo that we need to rebuild. That's going to be going in there. The issue that we had is these are the hubs, and the hubs don't have any fixings for brakes. So obviously no brakes going there. What we've done is we've converted these. There is a video in there that we did 2 years ago.
2 years ago now, that's how long ago?
Yeah, so these are Passat hubs. Oh, that's the hub. What's that? That's the hub spinny thing.
Yeah, spinny thing.
Spinny thing. And we've had a machine shop.
We basically had the machine to take.
Yeah, cut.
Passat bearing, haven't we? So
Yeah,
it's easy to get bearings.
Yep.
in.
So these have got Passat bearings in, and Passat hubs. Machine shop did that for us, cut it all out and machined it all for us so that we can do that. And then we had a bracket made for the caliper, and then that was welded onto there as well. And that's all been painted, powder coated, whatever. So I'm going to put that on now, and then we'll have new discs and new calipers go on. I bet you're looking at them discs and thinking, why have they got so many holes in? Well, we couldn't actually get the right offset for the disc. So the Passat discs actually didn't have the right offset for the hubs that we put on. Obviously with them being Audi 100 hubs. So we had to have the discs re-drilled to accept the hubs that we'd put on and the new bearings. So there we go, we put in just the standard Passat calipers on, and as you can see there's plenty of space, they are perfectly centred. One thing we had to do was put a little grub screw into the disc, because obviously when you take the wheel off we don't want the disc falling off or moving. So all we did was just used one of the original bolt holes that you see there for the wheel bolt, drilled it, tapped it, and then we just put a little grub screw in so that when we take the wheel off, obviously the disc's not going to fall off as well. We're getting somewhere anyway with it, aren't we?
Yeah, it's been a right day.
It has been, it's been a funny day. A lot of running around for parts that we thought we'd got that we didn't have. But that's what happens, I suppose, when you take a car apart 2 years and then you're going to
Can't remember where bits go.
Can't remember where bits go. And also as well, everything that we've put on the front is adapted from the Passat, isn't it?
It's all different, isn't it?
So we've had to change a lot of the stuff. So we've got all the new arms on, all powder coated, all nice and fresh. The air ride is on the front, all mounted up. So we just took the little grub screw out that I put in earlier on. But we've got new discs, new calipers, so it's all nice and tidy. The rear, we've just been looking at the rear. Don't fall.
No,
Oh, please, mind you, make a good video.
not when I wreck camera.
We've just found the mounts for the top, haven't we? For the shockers upstairs.
Yeah, for the shockers.
So we've got the mounts for them. Rear arm axle, that's done. We've got the Passat hubs, because we adapted these again, didn't we? To take the Passat hubs. So the Passat
Five
hubs.
stood out rather than
Yeah, 5 stud.
really big Forsters. There were
Yeah.
huge space
4
in
by
that.
100, I think there were, weren't there?
No, bigger than that. One, the 130.
Oh yeah, there was something
massive.
silly. There was something silly. So we've just gone with standard Passats so we can get wheels nice and easy. So that's all mounted up and all powder coated. The is it tramp bar they call it?
No, tramp bars for rear panhard rod, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, rod that goes across back. So we need new nuts and bolts for all that lot. We need to get them. We got the
Bushes.
We got the bush. Yeah, we needed to get bushes. That's why we couldn't do that. So we didn't have the bushes. We had to press them out, and they were all knackered. So we were going to get new polyurethane ones, aren't we? Yeah. We're going to get the tank powder coated, so we can put that in as well. And then next week we'll do this. We'll get that done. So air suspension will definitely be working next week. And fingers crossed, we said hopefully.
Gullwing might be painted next
Yeah,
week.
hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah, please keep everything crossed you can. I'm not gonna. I won't have a rant. No, I won't have a rant today.
We haven't got time.
We ain't got time. Like I say, we've been doing this, and it's 7 o'clock in it. We thought we would have got a bit more done, but it's not like you see on the TV, is it?
No.
Where a little fat bloke runs around.
It's you that's been running around.
I'm getting there. Right, okay, that'll do. We will see you next week where we're going to be carrying on with this, and tune in as well because, like I say, fingers crossed, Gullwing will be painted. And I told Ben to give me a shout because I'm going to be going up, and I want to get it when the first coat goes on so you can actually see what colour it's going to be. It's not going to be silver. Sorry to disappoint a lot of people on that, but I think you'll be pleased with it anyway. Well, hope you have a fantastic weekend. I've got to go all the way down to Oxford to hopefully pick up a car for my son, his second car, and he's been taught well, hasn't he?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, he's only passed his test 8 months ago.
Yeah, I think it will, won't it?
About 8 months ago,
Yeah.
he passed his test and he's got a little Polo. But now he wants something old, so he's going to go for an E30 BMW, and we're going to go look at one at the weekend with 43,000 miles on, 1988, 43,000 miles on. I think it's had 4 owners. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's really, really nice. So we're going to go look at that at the weekend. We're off down to Jap Fest. We're taking the GTR down to Jap Fest. So if you see us down there, say hello, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye from me.
Bye from me.